Hey, want some original dungeon adventures? Would you like them all to fit on one piece of letter-sized paper? You seem like you're pretty much on the level, so I'll let you in on a secret. Head over to patreon.com/Goblins Growlers and join the $25 tier to get monthly one-page dungeons in addition to a bunch of other rewards. Patreon.com/Goblins Growlers.
I'll love you no matter what bands you listen to.
That's not true. Don't lie to your kids and tell them that.
All right.
You like Insane Clown Posse in this house or you get the fuck out. I know. I got a laugh from everybody but Chapman on that one. Chapman dead faced me.
Chapman
no
like
soul.
hiding the bottles of Faygo and the like cheap clown paint.
Why would he
behind.
hide them? That's the opposite of what would happen in that scenario. He'd be hiding. What's the opposite band of Insane Clown Posse?
Marvin Gaye?
Help me out.
Enya? Enya.
I like Enya. I think Bruce Springsteen might be the real answer, actually. I think that is the perfect circles that have zero overlap of fans. Yeah, Gabriel, since he's not on the thing, Gabriel said Bruce Springsteen, which is yeah. So Chapman was hiding his. Is Bruce Springsteen the guy who has the ass in the jeans with the American flag sticking out of him?
That sounds right.
Okay. Chapman's hiding that. He's taking his jeans off right now. You guys are missing it. Burning his flag. And
All
the
right.
jeans.
So now that the chaos has been pulled out of our systems, right?
Yeah.
This is Quid Pro Roll, a fantasy live play adventure where a party of unlikely heroes embark on a quest to bring dragons back to their world.
Well, howdy, listeners. Welcome to the Daily Crier Listening Show, where all the news and variant and beyond can make its way right to you. Deep in the heart of the Empire's jewel, the party continues their infiltration of the palace. Despite a few close calls, such as Koza coming face to face with Lady Ophelia herself and her intimidating bodyguard, they seem to be making good luck and blending in effectively as cleaning staff. Soon after they retrieved linens from the ladies' chambers, Alita and Koza spot a large bathhouse strangely empty despite appearing in use, and find a sewer traipsing Johannes within the pipes. Now the only way Koza could figure to free the trapped halfling was to vaporize it into a cloud of spores. That'll do it. Anyway, Alita collects Solinar and brings him to meet up with Johannes and Koza inside a lovely, expansive library. I'd recommend exploring the poetry section on the second floor if you ever have a chance to stop by, listeners. Let's see. My days still linger, slow and rough. Each moment multiplies the sadness within the heart of hapless love and drives my yearning into madness. Try to linger in places that linger in you, listener. And as always, y'all take care now.
What do you got? You got music playing?
I always have like lo-fi in the background.
Are you on to that? There's like a huge movement of AI lo-fi dominating.
Oh, no. I actively try to make sure I'm avoiding any place that is.
Just not listening on Spotify.
Yeah.
I learned recently that the Lo-Fi Girl has dedicated artists that mostly just make music to go on the Lo-Fi Girls playlist.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
I'm
Good
not
way to get recognized.
I'm not blown away by it, but I am like, wait, what? This isn't just a compilation of a bunch of stuff that already existed?
But yeah, I'm listening on Tidal, so.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Who's the title owners? Is that like Beyonce and stuff like that? Jay-Z?
I think Jay-Z was a big proponent of them. I don't know that he actually owns it, though.
Okay. We'll
I
find
think
out.
he just had an advertising contract, but I
We'll
don't
find
actually
out
know.
for our viewers, because this is an informational podcast that they come to find out about.
This has been 10 minutes of just nothing.
What do you mean of nothing? They're informed.
All right.
We're all thinking about what Bruce Springsteen's ass, which is American, Alex.
The four of you, finally reunited, have tucked yourselves away into sort of a back corner space of this library between different stacks of books. Well, rows. Shelves. Shelves are the things that books are kept on. You're kind of
The stacks.
tucked away, keeping your voices down to low whispers. Now that you've finally reunited and are able to tell each other what you found so far in the palace.
Wow, reunited at last. And also not a cloud of spores floating through the ether with no concept of a body at last.
I
don't
will
think
say,
you lose your concept of body. I think
Nope.
you just don't have one.
Never mind. Conceptually, body, check. Physically, body, big X.
I will say, I thought it was plenty disturbing being turned into a cloud of spores, but watching someone who was a cloud of spores reform into their physical body, horrified. I'm horrified.
Well, that makes one of us. And so here's the deal. I did a little snuffling around because Koza was helping me identify doors that might have some top secrets behind them. And guess what? I found a top secret.
What did you find?
Do you want to guess? You don't have to.
No, I don't.
Did you find the Emperor's personal changing closet?
No, but that was on my top list of places to find that didn't happen.
Did you find where they're keeping the prisoners?
Oh, that should have been on my list, but it wasn't. Really should have. Now that you've said it, I'm just gonna crumple my list. The rest of these things don't seem as important anymore. It seems a little childish, actually.
Johannes like slowly slips the list back in his pocket, and all you can see is like cupcakes.
Yeah.
Things to find. Top priority. Cake.
Yeah, don't look at that.
Well, you
Or-
said you did find something, though.
I did. Yeah, I found a room of wyverns.
Ooh.
Yeah, like the
Okay.
snakes with no legs, with wings, winglings.
Didn't they have 2 legs? I thought they had 2
Two.
legs.
2 legs.
Yeah.
Snakes. Right, because snakes with no legs are just snakes.
Yeah, that's regular snakes.
That's not what I meant. I did mean two more than normal. Gabe's dying.
Gabe's like,
legs.
my pet snake is now called my pet wyvern.
Yeah, 2 legs, 2 wings, 4 appendages more than normal snakes.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Sense.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. As methods of getting the hell out of here are concerned, that'd be a pretty classy way to go.
Yeah, I think that we should put that one in our back pocket, like an American flag.
Do any of you know how to ride anything that flies?
Well, it can't be that different from riding a horse, right?
Yeah, it's just add another axis.
It'll be fine. It's just like riding a bike that can drop you hundreds of feet from the sky. It's
Yeah.
fine.
So,
Most bikes.
if we get the crown, don't we have the ability to just return?
Return
Yes.
to
Ilaria.
Ilaria?
Yes.
No. Because the
But we-
temple's not in Ilaria.
It's not.
Oh.
We need to take care of things here still.
Now, what we could theoretically, if we needed to, is let's say we get the crown, we make a run for it, we get to the temple, we get into the temple, and then the entire Barosian like guards, military force, whatever's available, is like, the instant they set foot outside that temple, we are going to absolutely obliterate all 5 of those fools. Then, when we hit the bead, we can be like, point, and we're gone, and there's no finding us.
Can't obliterate what you can't see.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of all 5 of those fools, Johannes, did you happen to link up with Boat before you came in?
No. No. Once I got let out of the cage, which was the electrical cage, you didn't get... Eek was there. I'm filling you in.
Really?
Yeah. Which was nice. It was very nice to catch up with him. Things are going well.
Okay.
Yep. And...
What?
Things are going well, they seemed healthy, or things are going well, they have renounced the chromatic priests and want to hang out with us?
No, no, things are going well. They seemed healthy. Their job is going well. They might even be in line for a promotion, which seemed exciting. Annual evaluations and bonuses are coming around. All seemed like really good stuff.
Johannes, their job currently is to be our enemy.
Well, they let me out of a cage, but they did tell me to come back. But I did tell them that I wasn't going to, so that was. I thought that was productive. I thought it was productive. But yeah, so I got out of the cage. Michael said that to let me out, so he did, and then and then I came here. I figured that Boat's probably going to come here as well, since we were talking about being in the castle, and then we all meet up in next dungeon with the crown.
I guess if Michael said to release you, then whatever conversation he needed to have with Boat, they had.
Yeah, probably a top secret negotiation, I would assume.
Well, I would assume that it's more like a top secret son being really mad that his dad wasn't part of his life, which,
what son?
I can relate.
Like against the moon?
No, because Boat told us that Michael is his son.
What?
Yeah, you were there.
Was I there?
Yeah, this was like a day ago.
Was it when I was in a cage?
Oh, you know what?
Usually, Solinar, you keep track of these things a lot better than me, and I'm disappointed in you.
You are so... Johannes, I think of you as being so core to the party.
Yeah.
I didn't even consider the concept that you weren't in the room while we were having such an important conversation.
About my abduction.
About your abduction.
Yeah.
I have to laugh for a second because Gabe's laughing so hard.
Gabe is literally, I need you guys to understand that Sound Guy is literally rocking in and out of frame, laughing.
So now you couldn't remember that me having been abducted, who you were talking about being abducted, was not there.
Well, all right. So we were having a big party conversation. We usually save those for when everyone's present.
Right, that's true, we do.
I will admit, I was distracted a large portion of that conversation because I was eating dinner and then I was counting out money. Oh my God. Of which,
stop right there. Boat has a kid?
Yeah, so Boat has a kid and Michael
and his name's
is
Michael
that kid.
Too?
Yes.
Oh wait, it is Michael.
It is Michael.
Wow.
Yeah, and so Michael's whole thing, both at the party in Tinkerhaven and here, is trying to, I guess, like, get Boat to, like, show remorse for having, like, bailed out on him and his mom.
So Michael hates his parents like you hate your parents, and, like, Koza hates his parents.
Right.
And, like, I think my parents made a big mistake, but hopefully are able to be better. And
how Alita hates her dad for dipping out on her and her mom.
Alita stole a deer.
Yeah.
What? He wanted to come with me.
I really hope that Michael's solution ultimately to this big argument was not to steal Snuffles' T-Pony, because that would be big trouble.
That'd be a bummer.
We can't have...
I don't think Snuffles would go with Michael.
I mean, I don't know how convincing of a guy he is. Like, Boat's very charismatic.
Yeah.
I could see that being at the very least a little bit of a genetic thing. But
yeah,
look, if you got released, that was the big thing. Michael is in fact Boat's son. I'll let Boat explain kind of like a little bit more about that situation, because he was pretty vague with us. So I don't know. It doesn't
family
feel like
thing.
Right. It's not my story to tell.
Yeah,
so,
I understand.
Yeah. So I guess, I feel like we just keep working, because there's no guarantee that Michael wasn't like, oh, part of this is you get the hell out of town and you don't come back, or, something like that. Like, I don't
would always
know.
figure out a way to contact us. I'm not worried about it. All I know is that we got to keep pressing forward and put trust in our friends.
Don't
The
we
agreement.
have like a sending zone or the socks knife or something?
No, Sophia had the socks knife. We don't have that. But what we agreed upon before we split up the group was that Boat, if we went back to the inn and Snuffles and the cart were gone, then Boat was going to meet us south of the city.
Okay.
That's what we agreed upon. So if
Now I know
Boat doesn't
the
make it
plan.
in, but we still make it out with the crown, we know kind of what our next steps are.
Mm-hmm.
Unless Snuffles and the cart are at the inn and Boat is not. And then I don't know exactly what we do, because that's going to complicate things significantly.
I'm looking at things in my bag. I have executive balls. Do we know?
Yeah, those.
It's a Newton's cradle.
Okay. I also have I have 50 wizard socks.
That I can't help you.
Okay. Well, I'll figure that out. I did.
You stole a lich's socks?
Oh, that's right.
He doesn't have circulation. He needs those.
I have, in a different inventory, I have 43 socks that aren't wizard socks, and then I have 50 wizard socks.
His girlfriend is a ghost. That creates cold spots. He needs the socks now more than ever.
Well, it depends on if she likes feet or not. Oh, I've got fungal salve. Does that help us? Oh, that would help somebody who doesn't have socks. He could be getting fungus.
I feel like Trenchfoot is the least of Bernard's worries right now.
Do you think
wanna-
liches get fungus?
I mean, they have
No.
to.
Do they?
I mean, they're corpses.
Yeah, but do corpses get fungus? They get...
Yeah,
Hey,
you can
mushroom guys
grow
get
mushrooms
fungus.
out of corpses.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yes.
Feet, fungus
It's,
For liches?
for liches.
I don't really think about those types of fungi.
Okay, well, we'll come
So-
back to that.
I mean,
Let's put a pin in it.
I only use mushrooms to kill people. I don't know about mushrooms that just hang out on dead people.
Yeah, he
well,
uses
no, I know
mushroom for
about
good.
those. But I don't know if it's the same. Like, is it more of a fungus that might live on your feet or my feet?
Right,
Or is this more of a fungus that exists on a dead person?
right.
Because I don't want to talk outside of my area of expertise.
Yeah, understandable. I remember you went to the fungal school recently, and it's important to adhere to specialists. Point being, well,
Go
let's figure out
fighting
how we're gonna
shrooms.
get this crown. I found the room. There's flying two-winged snakes.
And this is for you. And Solinar hands over a pouch containing 360 gold pieces.
Whoa! Is there 359 gold pieces in here?
There's 360. How did you guess that close?
The weight.
You know the quantity of coins in a purse purely by weight?
You know the weirdest thing about that is that was one of the most important things for my dad to teach me when I was a kid. He was like, you can't be swindled if you can get it right, but I was always off by 1.
I mean, being within 1 is a frankly impressive margin of error.
Man, not to my dad.
We're in a library. I'm certain that there's a jar of jelly beans that Johannes can guess the number in, and we will win a prize. And the prize will be the crown.
I can only do it with coins, Alita.
Damn.
I know, and I'm always
That was
off
also
by...
Voice in the Sky. That wasn't Alita.
And I'm always off by 1.
Well, consider me impressed. But yeah, let's figure out where the hell this crown is, how we're gonna get it, what security is like, and then what our escape plan is like.
Hell yeah.
I know wyverns are high on that escape plan list. We found out the pantry has a hallway that never gets used. And we know it never gets used because there was a full set of ivy growing over the door that we came through to get in the first place.
Oh, well, that's nice because that means that nobody's using it.
Yeah, exactly. That was my thought. So if we end up deciding not to ride wyverns and we're just like, well, let's just like release them into the palace to do some chaos and havoc, something like that, we can use the pantry exit.
Oh,
so we have
I love
options.
this.
Solinar, that's a good idea.
Well, yeah, I said it out loud when we were on our way in, because...
No, releasing the wyverns.
Oh, well, I wasn't gonna leave them locked up, not when they could be doing chaos and damage and things. We gotta release the captured people first, though, because it'd be really terrible of us as a group to be like, hey, guess what? You're free from your prisons. Now, don't get eaten by any of the wyverns that are running all over the palace. But other than that, you're free to go.
Unless, hear me out. Yep, think about this.
Okay.
They know how to ride wyverns.
I don't think people who've been captured from Alaria and Tinkerhaven know how to ride wyverns.
Okay,
They might.
well,
They might.
yep.
But in that
Ideation
case-
phase. Like
in
Bo
that
always
case-
says, no bad ideas.
You're right. No bad ideas in the ideation phase. If that's the case, it still makes sense to release them first, because then
Yep.
they can be like, I know how to ride wyverns. And we could be like, oh, sick. You got to come
Yep.
with us so that you can show us how. And
Yeah.
also so all of us can escape on wyverns.
Wow, that'd be cool.
Right?
Yeah.
So we have to release the people.
Mhm.
We
Yes.
have to get the crown, and then
Yep.
we have to get out. Those are the 3
Yep.
plans.
Yes.
What order do we do them, and how do we do them?
Well,
Mm,
we need to know where the crown is, where the people are, and what the security routes are like. Is everybody, static positions except during change of guards? Are there patrols? We need more information. All we know right
Yeah.
now is a little tiny bit of layout. Yeah, we gotta learn a lot more before we're ready to actually execute.
It's getting pretty late. We could probably sneak around with much fewer people.
Yeah, but if we're not performing tomorrow, or if we get caught out of place now, then we start becoming suspicious a lot earlier than we want to. I'm not disagreeing with you. You are correct. I'm just saying we should weigh the risk that's associated with that as well. I know we're on a time crunch.
So what's the plan?
I think tonight, it being the first night, we should figure out where everybody sleeps and set ourselves some routes so that when we are doing late night sneaking around, we know where we're sneaking back to. Because I guarantee if they wake up in the morning and they find missing servants, that raises some alarms.
I feel like Solinar has maybe the most experience in a situation like this. So I'm inclined to go with Solinar's plan.
well, what do you think about me, Solnar? I don't know if anybody thinks I'm a servant or if I could even pretend to be a servant.
Well, let's look at it this way, Johannes.
Okay,
You like helping people.
that's true.
What is being a servant other than just helping people as a very low paid job?
But I've got 529 gold coins on me.
Oh, That I can help with. So you can stash any of your stuff that you think makes you not servanty, where I stashed the Sword of Shireen and Diplomacy, which is in... Well, actually, I take that back. I stashed Diplomacy at the end, but the Sword of Shireen I stashed in the pantry. So I can show you where that is. You can stash anything you want to stash there.
Yeah.
Near that hallway that never gets used.
That's good, because I think I also have my... Oh, no, I have nothing else on me, because everything was taken by boat back to the inn when I was captured. I gave them my stuff.
Well, if you need anything, then, I'm happy to share my stuff, but most of my adventuring stuff is in the pantry because, I didn't want to chance it.
All good, Solinar. I don't need to chance it either. I think we're ready to go.
Hell yeah.
I mean, look, you guys are in a super, war-happy, militaristic palace. The likelihood that you have shields on the walls at some point is pretty high.
Yeah, while we're walking, I'm looking at all the shields on the wall, and I'm like, they're pretty high. I don't know if I can get to those.
Oh, well, I could probably help you if you end up needing them.
Oh, hell yeah. I love having friends who can give me a metaphoric / literal boost. And that's you, Kosa.
Of course.
Let's go to the quarters.
Dropping off the stuff that makes you look unservantly is very easy and quick. And you see through the kitchens, there is one last chef, not the one that you saw earlier, Solinar and Koza, but just kind of working and putting together midnight snacks in case any of the nobility gets hungry in the middle of the night. You see, not far from there is a small alcove with a wooden and stone staircase that leads up. It's kind of a narrow hallway, but it doesn't look fit for nobility.
I mean, I guess we ate a pretty big lunch today, right?
Speak for yourself.
I have no idea what the amount, how much food you've consumed.
Well, we had breakfast at the inn, of course, and then there was that
These
big lunch.
snacks are not for you. These snacks are for nobles.
I understand that, but if Solinar hungry, then any snack could be for Solinar.
Oh yeah, Koza also would absolutely grab whatever finger food is on offer here.
I haven't had any food like they have today. I'm grabbing them. Just a little taster to make sure it's not poison. I'm trying to protect the king.
As you guys pass through the kitchen, you see a bowl of various assorted fruits and a small tray of pastries. They seem thin, like the layers of them. It's this multi-layered crispy dough, almost like puff pastry, layered in with sugar.
Solinar, almost as an afterthought, is just palming a couple of pastries and pocketing a few smaller fruits. And then he slips as nonchalantly as he can to the hallway, stairwell, servants' quarters path thing that we saw across the room.
Koza, Johannes?
I'm gonna see if I see that Solinar did this. I did not, so I'm going to grab a bowl of fruit.
A whole bowl.
Or two.
Shockingly, you are able to get an entire bowl of fruit slipped under your hair.
Well, I do it in the like I'm bringing it somewhere. I'm confident, okay, this is going out. I take the little towelette and I fold it over my arm, and then I grab the bowl and I just walk out with it.
Got it. Koza?
I'm going to grab a whatever the fantasy equivalent of a pig in the blanket would be, but the big ones, they used to have at Einstein Bagels.
You're able to slip one sneakily into your sleeve
Oh, hell
as
yeah.
you walk through.
God, I'm so excited to eat this.
The four of you make your way up the stairs and find yourself in a narrow hallway that has intermittently rounded wooden and iron doors. You can see that up to the ceiling, Solinar, this will be something you will notice more than anybody else. The ceiling isn't quite complete here the way that it is in the rest of the palace. While it is a full roof with beams and all the like, the plaster isn't complete over the beams.
Oh, so it's like we're actually seeing the structure of the building that would normally be covered by... It's almost like being in a crawl space or an attic.
There's still
Okay.
windows, it's still insulated, but it doesn't look like they took a lot of effort to finish the space.
I mean, that checks out for servants' quarters. Are we seeing beds at this point, or are there rooms breaking off of this space?
As I said, there are intermittent doors in this hallway.
Oh, sorry. I didn't catch that it was a hallway. That's my bad.
Yeah, you're good.
Solinar is going to go, probably the first few doors are no good. So Solinar is going to go like we'll say 3 doors down. And then gently tries to open it.
You don't need to be Superman for the door to open.
Got him.
It was quick, it was simple, and the door opens very squeakily.
Hate that.
A couple of the servants that are preparing themselves for bed kind of look up, confused, but sort of shrug and go back to what they're doing, assuming that you're with them. There are 7 free beds, it appears.
Solinar turns back down the hallway and just beckons to the rest of the group.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
To the folks within the room, Solinar goes, "Hey, how good are y'all at keeping secrets?"
2 of them look at each other and then look back at your group, and they just kind of shake their heads like, do not get us involved in this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, we can keep our secret. That's fine.
Younger gentleman, probably like, it's the word for the kind of servant that carries your stuff around for you and like...
A valet?
Yes, thank you.
It's a valet. It's the French tea.
Is it valet or is it valet?
I think it's valet.
It is valet. It is the French tea.
Okay.
I am French. I'm giving you the French tea here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought those were 2 separate positions.
Dude, it's totally good. You see it in writing too. And you know what? The French, they're crazy about those teas.
Yeah. The
valet-
French love consonants that make no sound.
They're like, consonants, get out of here. Yeah, we put you in there to be invisible.
The valet kind of like looks forward. He seems to be a young man, probably in his mid to late teens. I could keep a secret.
Young man.
Solinar's like, all right, you come over here, and I'm gonna show you something.
He trots over, curious.
Solinar pulls one of the flat pastries out of his pocket. He's like, and that is for you?
His eyes light up, and he almost immediately descends on the snack.
All right. And
munching and crunching.
And for the rest of us, we'll keep things quietly over in this corner over here. And Solinar just kind of like goes over to the corner and then puts up one of the blankets over. Are they like
you make
bunk
a little
beds?
blanket fort?
If he can. If there's like bunk beds or like
you can
dresser, hell yeah. He's gonna make a little cover for the group so that the rest of the room doesn't have to see their crimes, their food crimes.
Yeah. I hate it when people watch me commit food crimes. That's one of my least favorite things.
You eat your snacks and prepare yourselves for bed. confident that you have, at the very barest minimum, made it through your first night in the palace without being found out, close calls though there were. When you wake up in the morning, the air feels different, wrong almost. There's this, you can hear kind of in the distance that there's a lot of frenzy going around. As you walk down the stairs back into the kitchen, it's not the frenzy of breakfast preparation. It's not the frenzy of cleaning for a noble guest. You notice that everyone seems grouped up by the windows, staring through them.
Like everyone is in like the people, like the chefs and like the working group people. Okay.
Solinar gets close to the rear of that group and then goes down on one knee and motions to Johannes to climb on.
Johannes climbs on.
And then Solinar stands up so that...
Yeah, Johannes says, climb on.
Elevation, activate. And Solinar stands up at the back of this group.
Whoa.
Johannes, you are going to see what everyone is looking at. It's the sky. Instead of the soft blue or even the gray that you would have come to expect from this city, it's this dark, hazy purple. And above the palace is a swirling black vortex that rumbles like thunder. Hey guys, Alex here. I am just popping in to thank some of our Patreon subscribers. I cannot tell you guys how much it means to me to have you guys all on this journey with us and for making this possible. I want to thank Brian Barltrop, Caitlin Brophy, Craig Little, James Arms, Kane Agnelli, and Kyle Oatman. You guys help make this reality, and I'll never be able to tell you how grateful I am. So hopefully this does a little bit of it. Thank you. It's coming to my attention now that Johannes doesn't have his weapons. Alita doesn't have most of her magic abilities. Mm-hmm. You guys are the most depowered you've ever been, and you're in one of the most dangerous spaces you've ever been.
Think about that.
That's how spycraft works.
Mm-hmm. That's also how that movie Spy Kids worked.
Do you think Soon stays in heaven for she too is afraid of what she has created?
Mm-hmm.
That line goes way too hard for a sequel movie of an absolutely ridiculous kids movie.
Keeping it real, Spy Kids. Okay,